My name is Billy Bluchis. I'm the founder and the president of the House of Blue Hope Foundation. And House of Blue Hope started 4 years ago. At the time I was living and working as a school teacher in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, around the Indian Ocean, and working at a school that was doing really good work and whose graduates were going on to really make positive changes within the local community. What we recognized, however, is that there were a number of school-age kids who were kind of outside the school gates and in the local area, either living on the streets or living in some sort of condition where educational opportunities were not available. So myself, along with some graduates of some alumni of the high school where I was working, came up with the idea of perhaps trying to create a project that would help facilitate getting those kids off the streets and into some of the local schools. So we started off by just renting a room and inviting 4 kids in and offering some remedial tutoring in the house, and trying to partner with local schools to get them enrolled. We saw that it was showing signs of being an effective model. We then kind of raised some more funds and were able to purchase a plot of land and construct a building, which services our residential and educational facility headquarters right now. And now 4 years later we also rent a second facility, and between the 2 buildings we have 19 kids who are all enrolled in schools, most of them private schools. Some are still in government schools, and we offer a lot of, again, the extra tutoring in the evening and on the weekends, trying to catch them up with whatever schooling they might have missed from not being in school, and trying to get them back into some of the better schools in the area, because as we recognize from working there, those who are graduating from some of the better schools are able to overcome some of the obstacles associated with poverty in the developing world. So that's kind of our history and our mission. I go back every year and just check up on things. We're registered as a foundation here in the United States, as a 501c3 nonprofit, and then we're also registered as a local NGO in Tanzania with their government ministries as well. So 2 under the same name, the House of Blue Hope. The name was coined because blue is the common color in both the U.S. and the Tanzanian flag, and we try to implement a model where, although a lot of our financial support and fundraising and resources and awareness raising comes from the U.S. side and our foundation, all of the local management and the decision making on the ground comes from our Tanzanian staff. So that partnership is really what I feel has been the crux of our success. So I oversee the U.S. Foundation, all the fundraising. I go back every year just to kind of, check in with our Tanzanian staff, see how things are going, check in with the kids, try to evaluate some of our educational programs. I travel to the different schools that our students are at and try to figure out how we can kind of more, strengthen those relationships. We're always looking to partner with other NGOs who are doing similar work in Tanzania. So we're starting to form a network of heads of different children's homes and organizations that are working with vulnerable children across the country to see how can we actually really work with government officials and tackle some of the root causes of why kids are on the street in the first place. We're doing pretty good work with building facilities and trying to remediating through education in order to overcome poverty, but we're trying to figure out, well, what can we do to make sure that kids aren't kind of living on the streets initially. That's kind of our next goal. So we work very closely with the Tanzanian staff and the local community. So the schools, the other NGOs, the families in the area are all in partnership with the project, and I would say that our most valuable asset is that level of collaboration. Our foundation, those involved in our foundation here in the U.S., are great with the fundraising and some of our PR and website stuff and technologies. But really the people on the ground, our local staff, are those who have the knowledge and the lived experience of informing our decisions and our mission and how we can become a vehicle through which kids can overcome poverty in that area, and then hopefully in Tanzania as a whole by partnering with other organizations doing similar work.